One more time. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 170 of the Shower Podcast, the podcast where I'm in my shower and you do you. I'm your host, Chip, and be honest, when was it the last time that you faced this situation? Should I stay or should I leave? Should I stop or should I continue? Is it the last one or should I go for one more? What? Well, this is exactly what we would like to discuss today, and spoiler alert, the situation is not that good. Before we start, as usual, if you end up liking this episode, leaving a like and a subscribe really help. There's just one click, but they really make the difference. Thank you very much. So, when we are dealt with options, I think following on the trend of the previous episode, we struggle. We struggle a lot because it's always, the magical world that is, I think, the protagonist of self-improvement and just trying to be a better person, trying to control yourself, trying to find a balanced way of living. It's always the self. I was thinking of the exact scenario that I faced many times when I was little. And that being when, it's pretty late at night, you really want to continue playing your favorite game or watch your favorite TV series, and suddenly you hear knocking. And you try to say nothing. You try to, go on with your activity so that, you can continue. And then you hear knocking again. And turns out that it's one of your parents coming to your home and saying, hey, it's late, go to sleep. And I don't think there was anybody that once said, you know what, it's actually right. It's fair, it's late, tomorrow I have responsibilities, I have something to do, let me do it properly. Of course not. There's always, you have two options. So you either, accept, but not willingly. So you still think about what you would have done or how amazing it would be to have just all the time in the world for yourself to be able to do whatever you want. Or, you try to argue it a bit, but then at the end of the day, they indeed were right, are right, and you end up doing that. And I think that the fallacy that we end up doing, and it's fair, because we are still trapped in our experience. So if your whole existence and if your whole experience has been being stopped at the moment in which you were doing a bit too much and you were pushing your limits, over what you were allowed to do, that feels like something off. That feels like something that shouldn't be happening. And you are certain that, what could ever happen if I stay up until 3? Like nothing will happen. And indeed, nothing happens. Nothing happens because the other 10 times you were stopped. The moment in which you have, you don't have nobody telling you what to do, you're absolutely the master of your choices, things change. Because the last 10 times, nobody stopped you, you continued. So that moment that you actually would like to push a bit over, the moment that you would like to do a bit more than you actually should, and the amount that you would be allowed, suddenly you crash. Suddenly, all of those times that you just made it, they crush on you. And you realize that what you were wishing back then, it's not what you actually want. Because saying one more time, going for that one extra, it becomes such a problem in the fact that you don't realize until it's too late. It's always one more game, one more series, one more episode, one more drink, or whatever it could be. The list of things that we shouldn't be doing, it's definitely longer than the one of the ones that we should be doing. But at the end of the day, there's a reason why we do it. They feel nice, they are nice, and they help us, in whatever way we would like them to do it. It can be for relaxation, it can be for not thinking about stuff. This is very personal and changes from person to person. But what I'm here to tell you is that all of these people, have in common in the ranking of severity, but it's the same problem, not being able to stop. So, how do you do it? I don't have a response. I wish I did. I wouldn't be here, telling you about my experience. But I know for certain that there is one thing. And it's exactly this, acknowledging it. Try to build a record. Try to build a history. It can be really anything. Write it down on a piece of paper. Take notes on your phone. Anytime that you feel like, you know what? I feel the urge to have one more. Write it down. Because what happens is that you suddenly have made reality your thoughts. And if at the end of the month you try recollecting, how many times did I try to do a bit more than I should have been? Once, twice, maybe 5 times overall. Then you go and check and it's actually 17, 18. And this happens so much because at the end of the day, the brain tries to remove what you don't like, tries to keep what you like, because his end goal is to keep you at bay, keep you resting, keep you doing the least amount of work you can do, because in his mind, he thinks that you need to survive. But most likely you live in 4 closed walls, you have food, you have shelter, so survival has been dealt with. We're trying to do something better. So that was all for today. And it's a bit of a diary at the end of the day. And I think this, after 170 days, some days it's like this. You just want to, share something that you experience. And I truly believe that there is value in that. Because if you're also facing this, hearing somebody else that is struggling with the same thing, makes you feel a bit less lonely in this thing. And you can definitely find a solution. Thank you very much for listening, as always. And if you ended up liking this episode, leaving a like and a subscribe really, really, really help. And as usual, until the next one, stay consistent, stay resilient, and see you tomorrow.